Yo ho ho, what's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? One last video for the day before we call it a night. Market is kind of a mixed bag right now, guys. A little bit of indecisiveness. What's going to happen when markets open tomorrow, leading into the latter part of Monday? Are we going to see a red morning followed by a pumpy afternoon and evening? Are we going to see an entirely red Monday followed by Tuesday, Wednesday's recovery? We're going to talk about it, guys. Let's get into it here. All right, so what do we have? Jasmine right now down 12% on the day, up 76.3% on the week, 9.5% on the month, but down 24% on the year, down 6 spots in rank to 82. A $732 million market cap, 186 million in volume. Swiftcoin is up 4.2% on the day, 94.8 on the week, 31.7 on the month, and 224 on the year. Onyx coin up 3% on the day, 159 on the week, 51.5 on the month, and 1,021% on the year, up 4 spots in rank to 85 with a $670 million market cap, 159 million in volume. Let's get into a little bit of Zebec. Where is Zebec right now? Anyways, there it is right there. Down 4.5% on the day, up 9.1 on the week, down 11.5 on the month, and 63 on the year. Down 6 spots in rank to 373, a $71 million market cap, 14.73 million in volume. Let's go have a look at Bitcoin. All right, so what do we have? We are holding support over the 30-day SMA here, guys, on the daily time frame. We had a bullish candle followed by a bearish encompassing candle followed by a bullish encompassing candle, but we've since corrected back down. We got as high as about $85,555 on the current candle. We're sitting at $84,520 right now. Can we close above 85K tomorrow? That's what we're going to be watching for here, guys, right? We had ourselves a decent daily close above the 30-day SMA. That was good. We had ourselves a good weekly close. So now what we have to do is we broke this downward structure. We need to continue an upward structure. So what's going to happen on this daily candle? Well, we can either break above here, above 86K, and continue trying to make our way up to 88. That's what I'd like to see happen. That's what I think is going to happen. But it's very possible we lose the 30-day SMA temporarily. We come down, we retest the top of this trend line to confirm the breakout before heading up, right? So if we come down tomorrow, guys, or tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, whatever, don't be too worried about it. A retest would be good. The only time, I wouldn't even say worried, but the only time I would be disappointed is if we failed the retest and fell back down inside of this descending channel. I don't want to see that. So let's just skip the potential retest altogether and continue to the upside, right? That's what we'll be watching for on Bitcoin. Tomorrow will be a pretty big day, Let's get into some of the news here, guys. What is going on in the markets? But first, quick shout out to the channel sponsor, Decent Self-Custody Wallet, guys. Get yourselves one today. Biometric authentication cold wallets, not your keys, not your coins. Don't leave your crypto exposed on exchanges to get hacked, stolen, swiped, and swindled. Get your Decent wallet today. Use our link down below. Get an amazing deal, guys. I personally have 5, okay? So, yes, shout out to them. All right, now we got an article, something I wanted to cover here. Now, this is from 2022, but it's from Zebec, right? It's kind of explaining Zebec. So how Zebec brings decentralization to traditional finance. And this is why projects like Zebec are eliminating banks being middlemen in your finances. Turning heads by turning a profit. By focusing on payments, Zebec protocol aims to become an essential piece of global financial infrastructure. Unlike many other Web3 projects, it is focused on practical, real-world applications, and it's actually turning a profit. Despite only being 7 months old, Zebec is launching its own debit card in partnership with Visa and has acquired 5 other Web3 payment companies with more than 10,000 users. In the next 2 years, it plans to add 10 to 20 larger payment companies, which it has done, companies driving up the use of its debit cards and Zebec payroll, a tax-compliant Web3 payment system. Now, looking back, this shows us that they have stayed true to their goals, and they've actually achieved a lot of them, guys. They've rolled out their Zebec payroll, right? They've also partnered now with MasterCard. They now have 3 cards, so they have achieved a lot in a short amount of time. Zebec is a continuous settlement protocol, which means it enables real-time payments that happen by the second. Instead of being paid every month or every 2 weeks, workers can be paid as they are working, called payment streams. This technology can be applied to many niche ways, including financial disbursements or more precise charges for subscription services. But to better understand how Zebec can help decentralize existing financial infrastructure, it's important to understand the difference between Web 2 and Web 3. Web 3 refers to a blockchain-based company which tends to be decentralized. Web 2 represents traditional institutions that are controlled by a centralized authority. Examples include a bank, where transactions are ultimately controlled by the institution, or a social media platform, that controls what can be posted and by whom, like X or Facebook. There are 2 big advantages to Web3 stemming from decentralization. It is more censorship resistant and more secure. Decentralized chains like Zebec chain are run by nodes spread all around the world, and the network is controlled by node operators and users, not a board of directors or high-level executive that can be muscled by governments or other entities to give up whatever information they want. Because Web3 is based on decentralized blockchain, it tends to be more censorship resistant. In traditional finance, a bank controls your funds, including how much you can take out or transfer. Apps like Venmo and PayPal, can take money out of your account or freeze your funds entirely. In a Web3 financial system, your funds are controlled by your private keys. No one, including the platform and node operators, has access to your private keys unless you share them, meaning only you can access your funds on a decentralized chain like Zebec's chain. Your assets cannot be frozen or transferred without your permission. Be your own bank, guys. Web3 also creates permissionless systems that anyone can access instead of gatekeeping access to basic financial services based on your credit score, your location, or your occupation. Zebec chain, other truly decentralized chains, can provide truly neutral financial rails supporting a new global infrastructure for payments. In Web3, even if a certain group demands that accounts be punished or shut down, it would be impossible to actually censor those accounts without shutting down most of the nodes on the network, because shutting down a few nodes won't stop information from traveling. Web3 can create a censorship-resistant vision of the internet for information, money, and finance. So, again, centralized figures cannot freeze your money, take your money, or do anything in between. On a distributed decentralized network, there is no single point of failure. Several nodes may go down, even all the nodes in a certain country, and the network will still function just fine. So say if China decided to shut down all nodes for the network would still just be fine. This makes dApps build on Web3 chains, extremely resilient and not dependent on a single server farm, which is why a lot of countries don't like cryptocurrency and decentralization to begin with. They don't have authority over it. They can't kill it. You can shut down every node in your country and the network will still function just fine, right? They don't like that because they don't have leverage over us. The more decentralized a Web3 chain, the less likely it is to fail. If a protocol uses multiple chains like Zebec protocol, then it makes it hard for that protocol to suffer a complete outage. There are thousands of computers acting as a back end. Zebec protocol expanding from Solana to BNB chain and will add support for other chains as well. Like Zebec protocol, Zebec chain will be interoperable with other chains, creating a global payment network that is reliable, fast, and inexpensive. Zebec is bringing all the advantages of Web3 decentralization to world's traditional payment systems. In a Web 2 framework, banks control account information and send information to each other through intermediary banks, increasingly controlled by government agencies. But with Zebec chain and Web3, international transactions can be settled in seconds on a decentralized network and won't discriminate, suffer outages, or take breaks on holidays and weekends. You could go, if you're in the States and you decide to go on vacation, you go to Italy and you message me and you say, Rob, I lost my wallet. I just have my phone. I lost my purse. All I have is my phone. Can you please send me some Zebec? Within seconds, you have money. Without a bank telling you no, without a bank making you wait, anywhere in the world. You tried that. If I was to send you money through Western Union or something like that, because you lost your purse, you lost your wallet, whatever the case might be, and you need cash, first of all, good luck getting the money because you lost your purse or wallet. You probably don't have ID, so you're screwed there. They won't give you the money, right? This way, all you need is your phone and your digital wallet on your phone, and I can send you money in seconds with these kinds of projects, guys. Absolutely beautiful. And nobody can reject you. No one can take a cut of your money. None of that stuff. Zebec chain will provide a new global payment system replacing traditional infrastructure with Web3 blockchain technology that is more efficient, censorship resistant, and powerful. How to be part of the Zebec chain. If you're interested in helping revolutionize payment infrastructure, Zebec is giving its community an opportunity to take part in of the launch of Zebec chain through Operational Horizon. In Operational Horizon, community members will be able to purchase Zebec nodes, which give holders. So they were passing out nodes back then that you could operate. I'm going to look in to see if they still operate them. So we're not going to get too much into the nodes from back then, but about Zebec. Okay, so guys, just a little bit of a background on Zebec, how far they've come, and the goals that they've already reached on their roadmap. Very, very bullish, guys. Now listen, are you new to crypto? Do you only have a vague plan about how you're going to be exiting this market, or do you even know how to identify where liquidity is in the market so that your sell orders fill? Right? Because believe it or not, exchanges don't buy your crypto back from you at higher prices. They're just an intermediary. So for every seller, there has to be a buyer. So if you don't know how to identify where liquidity is in the market so that your sell orders actually fill, you're going to run into a problem. You could end up holding your crypto for 4 more years, walking away from this asset class thinking, what a scam that was. I couldn't even sell my crypto. When really all it really needed was a little tweak to teach you how to identify where liquidity is in the market, right? Come on over and be a part of our community, guys. We're live every single evening. Get all your questions answered and the guidance and education that you need in crypto to be successful in this space. Again, we're live every single evening. We drop educational videos to teach you how to be successful. We drop micro cap gem videos every single, well, not every single day, but most days, so that you can get in early on projects like Zebec, like Onyx Coin, like Cookie, like Jasmine, like Swift Coin. We got in early on Pith. We got in early on Peak. So many great projects out there, guys, you can get in early on by being a part of our community as well. And on top of that, you can book one-on-one coaching calls with me personally for absolutely free, right? So come on over to the Patreon, join our community, guys. We're one of the largest educational communities in crypto. You will learn to be a better trader and investor in our community. The chats are buzzing 24/7. Book your one-on-one coaching calls. Like I said, we can sit down privately. We can have a look at your portfolio, make sure you're not over diversified and that you're pointed in the right direction to maximize the potential ROI that you want to make in this bull run. So let's sit down. Let's have that conversation, guys. Get your spot booked in today. Again, they're absolutely free. The link is down below. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.